Man, I got this swag. My head matching my bag. You know I'm poppin' tag. But man, I got this swag. Man, I got this swag. My head matching my bag. You know I'm poppin' tag. But man, I got I swag when I serve. Now I be surfing swag. I'm on hypnotic, exotic, polo on my body. Got a bag of I'm feeling like this determined. By the zone. Yeah, strong. And you know I'm on 'cause I'm swag. I'm like I'm wrapped up in some rain. Swag super cool, blowing strong like a fan.
Built on the side of the old Gator Bowl and incorporating a few pieces of that former stadium in its design, this is Everbank Stadium. As EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Jacksonville, Florida. Today, a battle out of the AFC between the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Cam Little after the opening kick. And we're underway from Everbank Stadium. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. Now to throw. Connects here with Jalen Noel. And he's tackled for a short gain.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Pass play coming here. That's going to be incomplete. First time he's looked his back's way this game, but no results yet.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Higgins downfield, and he has it. He's going to get this to the opposing 41. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it'll be a first down, Texans.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Let's go.
Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
They pick up 14 yards on that one, and it'll be first down, Houston.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On the ground again with Mixon. And they send it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
2nd and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Here we go, set. Hop, 65. Buffalo 18.
Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Throwing the out route complete. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
That's another Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Staying between the tackles with Mixon. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. Point after, up and good by Fairbairn. And the Texans will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10. Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. Well, maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards.
It's a loss of a yard.
You know, for pitchers, you hear them say, gosh, you got to pitch this guy backwards. For defenses, you got to do the same at times, Kate. You just can't always run it on first. You got to mix in some high percentage pass plays. Otherwise, you're going to get hit right in the face for a loss just like that.
Rod lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11.
All right, let's go.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. His first throw is an interception. Azeez Al-Shaair has it. And the Texans are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. What a call for their first pass of the game. It would have been a big hitter if they completed it, Brock, but just not the right touch on that football, and it ends with an interception.
You could just tell these cover guys, they've been waiting for their first chance to go get some work done in this one. They did their homework, number one. And number two, Kate, as Russell Wilson loves to say, the separation was in the preparation.
We've set it down from 37. First and 10, a run to Mixon. And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Here's a throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Greg Newsome has it. There he goes, right sideline. And this is going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Jacksonville. You want to know how strong the coverage was there? And they even had that underneath throw locked down, Brock, and he took it the other way.
It's really, really hard to find a better rep than that one in coverage. You're so spot on. Coming it down the field, usually a gimme to the running back. The only thing was a gimme was give me 6.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10. They'll begin with a run by Mixon. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Dropping back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And a gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face 3rd down.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. We felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain. The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd, long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready?
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Go. These are 24.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Connection made. Travis Etienne. And this is going to be a 4-yard gain. They're out to the 24. Offense in the hurry up here.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 20.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Forced that to his right. He just throws this one away.
That right there, Kate, that's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive and putting it into practice right here. You don't see a throw you like, it's too tight a window. Don't risk yet another interception.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down.
Hey, Lion.
Throw here, third down. That's caught for the first. And he is down inside the 35-yard line. It's like you always say, right back to work for him. Getting the drive moving like that turnover never happens.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing, throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game. And you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
Take right open.
Again, it's Lawrence to throw. Into the hands of his running back, Etienne. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short.
Rip, 23. Son, here we go.
Back to the air, Lawrence. That lines up incomplete and brings an end to our opening quarter. 1 quarter down in this all AFC South contest. Both teams neck and neck so far. Back to Everbank Stadium in just a bit. Back for the second quarter. It's Jaguar football. They've got 3rd and 2 to start out. Here he is on 3rd and short. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Sticking in the air with Lawrence. And he brings it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars take a second quarter lead. Jordan Addison, the touchdown. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. This one's out to Noah, left side. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. One play in blocking this drive is already in enemy territory. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Unable to find Jalen Noel with that one. So that brings up 2nd down.
The coverage by Rudy Ford.
Let's go. At the 60.
Looking now from the gun. Has a man, Dalton Schultz. And they get this down to the 28. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll be a 1st down, Texans.
1st down. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Texans.
Still sticking with the passing game. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, can sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two becomes three, and on and on.
It's mixed in on second down. And he's going to get him 7 there. It's third down coming up.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Completed to his running back. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much, but he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a first and goal.
That's another Texans first down. First and goal, Houston.
They're going to run here. It's Mixon. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Throwing from the gun. Catch is made in close. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Brings up third and goal.
Mixon. I don't think he got there. Nope, he was not able to make the marker. Will we see them go for it now, Brock, here on fourth down?
Well, these are the moments that I just live for up in the booth, man. What are you going to do as a play caller? You're going to go for it now? You're going to try to slam it in? Well, if so, you better get a whole lot more movement than he did right there.
Less than a yard to that goal line. This is fourth and goal. And the QB keeps it on the sneak. And they stop him. No touchdown, no first down. That's a turnover on down near the end zone.
That play is a go-to so many times in this down and distances. But defenses, well, they can expect it too. And look at the defensive line, man. Were they ever ready for it? Tremendous push inside and kept them from reaching the chains.
Think right open.
Here's ETN to begin the drive. Give him about that 15-yard line before they're able to drop him. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I'm not surprised by that outcome, Kate. You crowd the line defensively by going all out for the safety. You got to be careful you don't wind up giving them an alley, not just to escape the goal line, but for an even bigger chunky yardage.
Here we go.
Going on first down, Lawrence. Short pass brought in. And they're going to force him out just before he can get to the 35. First down now, ball at the 33.
Hey, 11.
Lawrence working from the gun. Dumped off to his running back. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
Hey. Focus. Hot. Here we go.
Here's Lawrence to throw. It's his running back. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. He gets 6 on that play. And the Jaguars have a first down.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
Lawrence with it on first. On the move, hit it right. He tucks it and takes off. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. They'll look underneath here for Etienne. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. The Jaguars are going to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Throw right side, caught by Thomas. He's within striking distance. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And he's in for the touchdown. The Jaguars will add to their lead at the end of the half. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Little able to connect on the point after. And the Jaguars double their lead to 14. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here. First and 10 now with all of 15 seconds left to utilize in this half. Running back sent in motion. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Higgins downfield, and he has it. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. 10 seconds to go in our half, partner. We've got whistles. It's a timeout. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Throwing the out route complete. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. All right, timeout taken by the offense. 5 seconds left, and they can take some points into the locker room on this final play of the half. Now it's Kaimi Fairbairn on to try it for the Texans. From the left hash, this would be 43 yards. Up and good from Fairbairn. And that gets him back to within 11.
And with those 3 points, you just dig yourself out of a little bit of a hole. You know, coming out of halftime, you've got to firmly be in comeback mode.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. Here's Parker Washington with the return. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 coming up. Jaguars ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here.
Hey, here we go.
Off the play action, it's Lawrence. Buying some time right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's second and 10.
23. Hey, Soko, it's hot.
They go play action. Lawrence. He rolls to his right. He takes it himself. And into the slide he goes after a gain of close to 5 block. That will bring up third down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide to practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And the Jaguars have a first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. Henry To'o comes up with it. Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Going again on 2nd. Caught, nice game left side. Touchdown, Houston! The Texans start the second half with some needed points. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
And they get the 2-point conversion. He's in the lead, only a field goal now. Critical 2-point play there, Brock. The conversion puts them now in range of tying this sucker up with a field goal.
So different for everybody in the building, right? A 3-point game, and especially different for the kicker. He wasn't needed there, but get yourself ready. Your defense does the job. You may need a game-tying field goal at some point soon.
And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10. On the ground to begin this drive with Etienne. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
You know, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
When he gets it forward, it's still about a yard out of that. Azeez Al-Shire that time on the tackle. Throwing his Lawrence on 3rd down. Headed out right. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Derek Stingley putting that play to bed.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
11, Agate. Here we go.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Complete left side to Thomas. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
First down. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
From the red zone now. Completed right side to Addison. Across the line, into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars make it a 9-point advantage. Jordan Addison, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Now that one right down the middle. And the Jaguars make it a 10-point ball game. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. Wanting to start the drive with Mixon. And in a blink, they are out to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield.
1st down, Houston.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And he takes it across midfield and into Jaguars territory. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. This has been a trend. Yet another interception. Rudy Ford has it. And this is going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Hard to believe they got him yet again, Kate, especially with how far they had to go on that return. Mentally, this is not a place you ever want to be as a quarterback. It is devastating. Defensively, this is teaching tape for not just taking it away, but taking it to the house.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10. Back to work they go after the interception. Gets this to Stover. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. That play good for 17 and a 1st down. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
A give to Mixon up the middle. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Former #1 pick, Trayvon Walker on the stop. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Connects on the crosser. And this one does not go far.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down. The Texans set to punt. And things just seem to keep snowballing for them. Now their special teams is involved. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Hey, easy. Route. Hey, change attack.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. Buys time, rolling right. He's keeping it. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Hey, center. Dot. Here we go.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
13, Luke. Hey, kill. Let me go. Here we go.
Third down, Lawrence to throw. That's caught. This is Edison. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. So we're through 3 here. They've got first down here from the 36. The Jaguars have the football. They're going to be up a couple of scores as we start our fourth quarter. On first down, they'll run. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
That's a pretty good stop on first down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Lawrence now off the play action. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On play action now, Lawrence. Too much lead on that throw. That ball's incomplete ahead of his target. Not on the same page with his tight end. And now they face second down.
Hey, go! Turn, this is hot.
Lawrence working from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And this play is nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Jaguars first down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Let's go. This is hot. Go!
Again, it's Lawrence to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And it sets up second down.
Go. Let's face it, 24.
Run again. Here's Lawrence. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit, Kate. You get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
11, Agate. Here we go.
Third and long for him here. They'll look underneath here for ETN. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Facing fourth down, the Jags electing to send out Cam Little for this field goal try. It's a 38-yarder from the left hash. And that one is not where he needed it to be. It is off and no good. And the lead goes unchanged from 17.
Something I would have never said 20 years ago, Kate, when I started this business, but it rattles through my big old noggin now. That miss really has an effect on fantasy football owners more than anybody else. Imagine the poor soul somewhere, anywhere, who ends up losing in fantasy this week specifically because of that miss.
What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Going to the ground again on first. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is you put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road, and what looked like a very clean play.
He's going to get this to the opposing 41. Offense is set, first and 10. It's the 2-minute warning here in Jacksonville. Texans hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. So first down from the 41. Keeping it with Mixon. He's going to work it ahead for about 3. Second down coming up. Mixon. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd down.
Let's go now.
Running with Mixon out of the gun. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. It's only 2 on the pickup, and it's an interesting call for them now on 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Throw is caught by the back. And they are sent off the field. They had to go for it. Defense knew it was coming. That's a turnover on downs.
Hey, I get it, it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
They're going to pass it here. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. So the Jaguars come away with the win in this one. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb going up.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 51 back in 2017, we are inside NRG Stadium in Houston. Coming up the second week of the preseason, and we got a solid matchup in store, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Houston Texans. And we are underway from Houston.
In the world, they say 50 hot. The light in your hand, the love in the head of the pop. But I live in New York, I'll tell you I'm loco. We playing it, put the rap game in the trunk on. Put the focus, man. My money on my mind, got a meal out the deal, and it's still the grind. Now, Shorty says she's feeling my stash, she's feeling my flow. A girl for good at it, get ready to climb in the world. Mama, I got what you need.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Set, ready. Black, 95. Ready.
They run here with Rico Dowdle. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. All right, so they'll march backwards on the illegal block in the back.
And that's always a really tough call for the official, and I tend to give the benefit of the doubt. Remember, a block from the side is legal. But that time, they made the determination that that one did come in the back.
Switch. 60 red. Ready?
Young off the play fake. Fighting it, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Well, if they have any thoughts of coming in here and getting this road victory, that's not the way to start it out on the first play of the game.
Yeah, one thing you always say when you go on the road, take the crowd out of the game. They actually brought the crowd into it by permitting that sack right out of the gate.
They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
Apparently this defense is going to play. A sack and a run stuff on the line on the first 2 plays.
A miserable start here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and very long.
Here we go. 50, green. Cut.
They run again with Dowdle. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
When they got off the field on 3rd down, excellent job and excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime, but the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Christian Kirk deep to return it. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. On 4th down, Carolina going to send out Sam Martin to punt. Kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10.
So whatever it is, they got you thinking that you Superman. I got the kryptonite from the mic. That's characters, not even good actors. What's gonna be the outcome? Let's add up all the factors. You rap, you twisted, your girls are home.
Looking to put a drive together. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got a man. It's the rookie out of the 3rd round. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up.
On the quick, right?
Throwing now is Stroud. That's going to be caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Here we go now on 1st and goal.
Here we go. 18. What's that?
Mixon. Fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Go up there, hold them out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Mixon again. But he will go backwards as he stopped for a loss. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
3rd and goal, Stroud. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
So on 4th down, Texan kicker Ka'imi Fairbairn comes on.
23-yard attempt.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. And we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained ride going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Let's go now. Yellow, 43. Ready?
Now here's Young. He'll try and do this himself. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Sometimes it's design, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. Now, that point is able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
On the run, it's Dowdle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. A former Oklahoma State Cowboy, it's Chuba Hubbard. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
It's a gain of 16.
It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Set, ready. 60 red. 60 red.
Right back to Hubbard. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
And it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And he stopped immediately there. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The last 2 plays, each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12.
Ready.
They run here with Dowdle. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Ryan Fitzgerald on for the Panther field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
Doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That good for 19 and a first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And Stroud now to throw. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
The Panthers' 28-yard line.
Stroud. Down the field, he's got no. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Jalen Noel, 28 yards. And the Texans are able to extend their lead. Ka'imi Fairbairn on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
It's the score, Texans 10, Panthers nothing. Ka'imi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It was Danielle Hunter to make the play in the backfield.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. The play fake. Now Young. Looking left side, and it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Let's go now. 10 black. Hut.
A running play. It's Dowdle. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 2.
Here we go, set. Black, 90, cut.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Come on, set. Yellow, ready.
Now a toss here, short side. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Let's go. Blue, 32. Set, cut.
To throw, Young. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Still going. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. 45 yards. And the Panthers take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Ryan Fitzgerald now to add the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. A heck of a move. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
26-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And that would get a right-up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this second quarter. But I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that'll bring up 4th down. It's got to be so tough having the ball in the middle of the field like that, knowing that a linebacker is just waiting to make a big tackle like we just saw.
No doubt about it, because offense coordinators love to call plays to send receivers into the middle of the field. And linebackers, they want to naturally discourage those plays from being called.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Yeah, really, I should probably sign a head, boy, because I got all the hits, boy. All that drink you got to chip. I be on my little mouse drip. All that rap to pay your bills. Yeah, I'm on some rappers pay my bills. All the folks TV, I thought.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
At the 36-yard line.
Ready. 50, green. Drill, green. Ready.
Young now. Trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll be a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now the punter, Sam Martin, called on to kick it away here. On the return is Kirk.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards.
And the Texans will take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, set conservative situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And that would too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
So now here in the second week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle? No mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble. This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Stroud looking to throw. He'll let this go deep for Collins. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Here we go. 18. That's it.
Stroud will look to throw once more. Open man, that's Jaden Higgins. And all the way down to the 9. A big play there just before halftime. 46 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And guys, man, it's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Takedown as the first half is winding down. And the Texans will extend their lead here just before halftime. And this drive, Charles, very well timed as they score with very little time remaining in this first half.
And I'm reminded that they get the second half kickoff as well, so they can break this one wide open before the other guys have a chance to possess the football.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead now stands at 13.
Ka'imi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now.
On the set.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Let's go.
It's Young off play action. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Texans take over first and 10. And they're on the 24-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. The third quarter starts with a run by Chubb. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 3. Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run with a USC man, Woody Marks. And he puts his head down, gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Well, you certainly have to give them a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go now.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. Touchdown, Houston. Brevin Jordan, 57 yards. And the Texans are able to add on to that lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And that one pushes the leader to an even 20.
Makes the score Texans 27, Panthers 7. Ka'imi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Hands up. Hands up.
On first down, they'll start out with Hubbard. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Chuba Hubbard, 65 yards. And the Panthers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Fitzgerald now for the extra point. He's got it, and the score's now 27-14.
Next to score, Texans 27, Panthers 14.
Touchdown. This is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard
line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked.
And a powerful stiff arm, it frees him. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. 67 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Marks now on 1st and 10. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They give the Chubb out of the gun. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
Let's go.
To throw, Mills. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hole.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. And how about the way they ran to the football and knocked it down to force a 4th down?
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
2nd down, another chance for Hubbard. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 15 there. The Panthers have a 1st down.
1st down. A gain of 15. And the Panther first down.
And they'll go again here with Hubbard. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 10 more there and another first down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
There he goes left side. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game. And the Panthers are able to cut into that deficit. Well, he was already over 100 yards running the football prior to this play, but this run may be his best yet.
I've got to agree with you on that one. We're looking at a guy running with extreme confidence, running in harmony and sync with his blockers. All them kind of moving as one, and look at the end result. Big plays.
They go for just one here as it's up and good. And that trims the lead down to 9.
Panthers 21.
Somebody gotta do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn his TV off, turn his TV off. Turn his TV off, turn his TV off. Turn his TV off, turn his TV off. Turn his TV off, turn his TV off.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
My children, when they disappearing. I'm in a city with a flag beginning thrown like it was past interference. Padlock around the building. Crash pulling up in no marked truck just to play freeze tag. With a bone to pick like it was sea bass. So when I made it out, I made about 50K from a show. Trying to show the ropes before they from a... I'm prophetic. They only talk about it, how I get it. Only good for saving face. Seen the cosmetics. How many hands I gotta take?
Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. First and 10 now for Mills and the Texans at the 41-yard line.
Bronco 80.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. We'll get this up to about the 44.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave him no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Second and 7.
Here we go. Ready.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
70 Lions.
Looking to throw is Mills. All right, open, complete. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Justin Watson, 60 yards. And the Texans are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
On for the PAT, Ka'imi Fairbairn. And that will make this a 16-point lead. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports.
Ka'imi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Fairbairn now to kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 34-yard line.
Straight ahead with Hubbard. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Up the middle, it's Marks. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Texans, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They run straight ahead with Marks. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8.
On the handoff, Marks. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Marks, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. The handoff, it's Marks. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Woody Marks, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Texans have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. This one now, Charles, you'd have to think all but over.
I would agree with that because this offensive line, they've been physical from the first snap of the game, and it's taken a toll on this defense. And it was never more evident than on that play right there. They continue to move the line of scrimmage forward, and they open up enough space there to get their guy into the end zone.
Ka'imi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Run past the 30-yard line there.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
They'll try to run for this with Hubbard. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
It's a turnover.
And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The toss to Marks, running right to the 27-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 2nd down and 6 now. On the give, here's Marks. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They'll try and run forward Marks. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try it now with Marks. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
On 1st down, Marks. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. So no shortage of offense in this game, but a very clean game too, Charles.